I remember when I was a kid, and this is going back almost 15 years ago now, I think, which is crazy, but Hot Wheels was doing their Hot Ones line, and I just always loved the retro style packaging and how they made the cars look super vintage with not only the paint, but the tires and all of that. And I don't think I ever bought any. They were a little more expensive, obviously, than the mainline, so I just stuck with the mainline cars, and then they went away. Mattel started doing the Ultra Hots, which is similar, but there are some key differences from what I understand. And now they're back. The Hot Ones are back here. This is the first wave of them in a very, very long time. I was fortunate enough to find the full wave here at Target today. In fact, I was so excited about them. I'm like, I want to record a video on these. I know I don't usually do Hot Wheels videos, but these are just super special. All the packages are banged up for whatever reason. I don't know if the box was dropped, but like, whatever. Let me just open them all and do a video on them, show them off to you guys. The paint is just too beautiful to leave behind that plastic wall. So let's get into it, guys. I'm sure there's a lot to discuss here for Hot Wheels collectors, for my fans who may not be expecting to see a Hot Wheels video, but you do know that every once in a while I kind of sprinkle these in, maybe once a year, but this is the second one for the year now that I have done. Maybe that is a sign of more things to come. But yeah, like I said, retro style packaging. You have the old Hot Wheels logo there. You have the Hot Ones logo up top. They're just simple, but it's eye-catching. You have an image of the car also looking very retro. I think this is kind of how they depicted cars on promo images and packaging back in the day. Very 1970s-esque. And I think this might end up being my favorite from the series here, this 81 Camaro, just because of the pink coloring. Just looks absolutely beautiful. And one of the main differences, I believe, between Ultra Hots and Hot Ones is that the Hot Ones adhere to this very strict rule for the wheels and tires. It has to be this black wall with pretty much that exact style wheel. Correct me if I am wrong, Hot Wheels collectors out there. And I also have been told that there currently is not a second wave confirmed for these, but likely there will be. I hope so. Or maybe not, I don't know. It'll probably be poor for my wallet, as I really am surprised. It was like a very impulsive decision this morning for me to buy all these. I'm like, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one. Well, I might as well just get them all at this point and then do a video on them. So that's kind of how it happened. You can see all the other ones there on the back in black and white. I like kind of the side view of it, the side profile. So yeah, we'll see if that one ends up being my favorite when we open these all in just a moment. But let's go through all the packagings first. This one also could be my favorite. And I think this is one of the more popular ones of the first wave. Volkswagen T2 Pickup. Again, just the coloring is great. I love the motion blur effect that they put on these. And again, that is just very much so 1970s. Yeah, the artwork on these is just fantastic. You have the BMW M1 Procar in a nice teal. One thing with the Ultra Hots I noticed is like some of the decals, the graphics don't look great and they compromise the vintage aesthetic. But so far with all of these, mostly I think they look really good and nothing is too overbearing. Nothing compromises or jeopardizes the retro vibe that I'm getting. It all fits. Some of them don't really have that many decals at all. By the way, that was the Porsche 917LH. Here we have the Honda Civic Si. Also really like this one. A very unique color, like a burnt orange bronze. Not super big on this one, the 70 Toyota Celica, but still not bad. Kind of reminds me of like a Datsun though, in that body. Oh my god, like it looks very similar to me to like a Datsun. This one's probably going to be my least favorite, the Fiat 500 Topolino 1936. Disney Cars fans out there will recognize the Topolino name from Uncle Topolino and Mama Topolino in Cars 2. And last but not least, here we have the custom Otto in a beautiful cherry red here. So we're going to hop down to the table, unbox these, and kind of just go through them as we go. All right, let's start here with the custom auto, reverse order from what we just did. Very nice. Red is obviously my favorite color. And yeah, custom auto there on the side. Not sure if I love the text within the stripe there. The font looks a little modern. And this is one that kind of changes up the wheel design a little bit. Although some of them do have these gold wheels. I feel like most of them have silver. Maybe it's split half and half. We'll have to see as we go along. But yeah, obviously fits the design, complements it very well. Just a beautiful coat of paint. Would love to see the Disney Cars line adopt this somehow. And I don't just mean the paint, I mean the whole idea, the whole embodiment of the series. Something vintage, retro, packaging wise and diecast wise. I think it would be really cool, it would be very successful. I love the taillights on all these. They all look really good. Hot Ones license plate, very blurry in terms of that decal though. You would not know really what that said unless you already knew. You have the open windows there on the side. You can see right through. I like that. Exhaust pipes there underneath. 4 of them. This is a big time muscle car right here. Yeah, nice grille. Do have plastic bases on most of these. I think they're all metal body, plastic base. Made in Malaysia. There's all the base info for those interested in it. All right, let's crack open the Fiat here. Yeah, probably will end up my least favorite. I just don't love drag racing cars like this, especially, I don't know, it just looks very modded. I mean, it is modded, but it looks very fantasy-esque. I know that it's not, but I prefer just like a more traditional, tame vehicle. Not to say this isn't nice, but yeah, also has the gold wheels, so it does look like it's probably half gold, half silver wheels on this first wave. Yeah, the green does look nice, but that's the other thing with this one is that there's less surface area, so you don't get to see and enjoy the beautiful paint as much as you do on the custom auto here, where there's so much cherry red. It's popping right out to you here. It battles through the flames, and then you have the open roof there. You have the blown engine, all that. So not as much to really catch your eye, but still looks really good. You have the parachute there in the back, the big wing here. B/G. I'm not sure what B/G stands for. Maybe the initials of the driver? I don't know. You have a little sponsor down there, Bell. But yeah, there's a lot of plastic on this one with the base, the interior piece, the engine, exhaust pipes, spoiler, all that good stuff, the cage in there. So yeah, probably safe bet as my least favorite, but the bar is set pretty high for all these, so that is not a bad thing. Here we have the Toyota Celica. Packages are coming off a little strangely here. So a nice navy blue on this one. I mean, just look at that paint. It's fooling my camera, making everything look so bright. Yeah, it's gorgeous, guys. It is absolutely incredible. And you can't really enjoy it until you see it in person. I had seen a couple of these in stores over the last week and a half. Didn't buy a single one because I kind of found the bottom of the barrel ones. I think I saw this guy. I saw this one. Maybe that was the only. Actually, I think I saw the Honda Civic ones. No, actually, I don't think I did because I would have gotten that one. I love how the burnt orange looks. I think it was just these two I've seen, like scraps, remnants of this first wave. Then I finally found them all. I'm like, oh my God, these are gorgeous. This one just doesn't catch your eye as much, but it's still very nice. I love the painted headlights and taillights. I was kind of checking, I was like, all right, $349. We need to justify that somehow if it's not metal body, metal base. And yeah, the paint quality, taillights, all that headlights. You have the open windows here as well. GT. This one's probably going to be my second least favorite, just above the Fiat. I don't know, it just doesn't do a ton for me, but I do still love how the navy blue looks in certain lights. It just is really potent. Green Hot Wheels logo there in the back. Awesome. All right, let's get on to the Honda Civic here. Whoa, get out of here, dude. You already had your fair share of time on the screen. Yeah, no, this one's going to be probably top 3 for me. Just such a unique color you don't see often on anything. And the decals kind of just stay out of the way of the paint, complement it. The black, yellow, orange, kind of a gold in there as well. Very nice. Very, very nice. This might be one of the newest, like, cars in this first wave. And yeah, you guys know what I mean by that, right? It's like the more modern, the most modern vehicle in this wave is this Honda Civic. Correct me if I'm wrong, ball knowers out there, but I think this one is. Looks like we do have a couple imperfections in the decals there, but really no big deal to me. Probably should be a bigger deal, but I'm just so enthralled with the paint. I don't care that much about the decals. As long as they get the paint right, that is really what matters here. This one does have a lot of window surface area. 2 big ones there, and then you have the sunroof. But yeah, just a beautiful low rider casting here. 2006. I think that would still make him the most modern. You have the license plate holder back there, the Honda logo, the wing. Yeah, just very cool. Very, very cool. All right, let's go over to the BMW M1 Procar. This one feels like the heaviest. Maybe it's because the wing is also die-cast metal, part of the body, whereas these other ones, it's a plastic piece. And this guy feels girthy. Definitely the heaviest so far. U11N. I wonder if that means he was produced during the 11th week of 2025 at the N factory or something. I don't know how Malaysian date stamps work. I only know how the Vietnamese, Chinese, and Thai ones work for the Disney Cars line. But yeah, the teal on this guy looks awesome. One detail that I love is the windshield wiper there in the center. Really cool. One thing I want to explore a little bit more is like what models Mattel uses just in these premium lines, and then find the rare exceptions where they bleed or trickle down into the basic line. Like these, I think most of the time are only found in premium lines, like maybe the Boulevard Walmart one with rubber tires. I don't really know all of the names. I mean, they always are changing. They're always coming up with something new, Silver Series, blah, 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 blah. But would be cool to see like how this is tooled, and maybe it's different in the basic line. Like maybe this one has a plastic wing in the basic line if it's ever made it there. And yeah, I mean, obviously my expertise lies in the Disney Cars line, but I have been enjoying collecting Hot Wheels lately. You have the BMW logo there. Not because, you know, the stuff from Mattel Disney Cars has been bad. I mean, obviously it's been controversial with all the race and rescue stuff. If there's any just Hot Wheels fans watching and don't really know about what's going on in the Disney Cars line, let me just show you a couple examples of what we're dealing with right now. And I'm just not going to say any words. Just, we're getting some weird stuff right now. Some oddball, expanded universe stuff that's in the main line, taking up spots from movie releases. But we're not here to talk about that today. But maybe that does have something to do with why I have been more interested in Hot Wheels as of late. Bilstein, Goodyear, you do have a couple of those sponsors. Hot Wheels logo there in red, which looks really nice. But yeah, this guy is great. You have the BMW text logos on either side. Really just loving how quality and solid he feels. A lot of die-cast metal on this one, and the paint is just booming. All right, let's go over to the Porsche 917 in gold. This one also feels quite heavy. Very long, very flat. This one's got gold wheels as well. So yeah, it does look like half of the cars are gold, half of them are silver on the wheels. Very nice. I love how they do the headlights here. Separate plastic pieces that match the windows of the cabin up there. Oh, this one's a metal body, metal base. How about that? Look at that. I don't think I've ever seen this one in the basic line. But again, I really shouldn't be making comments like that because my base of knowledge is not as broad as it probably should be to justify that. But yeah, I love how then the base kind of wraps up around the headlights here to give it that red gold complementing mix there. I love that. That looks awesome. Gold wheels had to be done on this one to match the gold body color. You have the stripe right down the middle, number 17, Porsche, Hot Wheels, Firestone there on the spoiler, if we could focus on the side there. I like the Porsche logo there. That's a nice touch. I'm really glad I got these and opened them up because I feel like if I just found a couple of them, the ones I liked, and they were on mint cards or even close to it, I would have been just like, all right, I'm going to just throw them in the storage like I do with almost all my other Hot Wheels. I have been better about opening up some of them more so lately, but 90% of them I just toss in the storage to, I don't want to say never be seen again, but the way I justify it is when I am able to display my collection in 10, 15 years and take everything out of storage and give it a home, then I'll be able to enjoy it fully. But yeah, I mean, that's not a great way to buy. That's not a great justification. But at least for these, I have decided to open them up. Here we have the Camaro. Definitely contending for my number one today. We'll see how the Volkswagen pickup back there contends. But yeah, I just love the pink and blue combo here. Again, you do have a little bit, yeah, it's not great, a big scuff there on the decal. This was the only one in the store, and I wasn't about to take my chances and maybe wait to find one later. They seem to have been selling pretty well based on how little of them I've found. But yeah, this guy's still great. Love how the taillights look there in the back. You have the Chevy logo there with the 8 on top. And yeah, with the windows off on a lot of these, you can really see into the interior. And yeah, I mean, Mattel does a good job designing those interior pieces as well, even though they don't have to. A lot of it just doesn't go seen. But yeah, I mean, you could tell the steering wheel, the shifter, everything is in there. That's very impressive. Very impressive. Would not be opposed to having one of these in real life. Yeah, probably would be my number one pick out of any of these cars if I wanted it in full scale, real life. Because I probably would not opt to drive a Volkswagen pickup around town. That being said, though, I'll take a die-cast version of it, especially in this beautiful deep purple here. This one's probably one of the lighter ones. A lot of plastic on this one with the bed and all that, but still phenomenal casting. You have the Volkswagen logo there, the iconic headlights. Probably my favorite decals out of any of these. I mean, this is very traditional Hot Ones decals with the yellow, orange stripes there. Volkswagen logo there on the side as well. Textured bed, all the slits. Even a bit there in that metal tab that feeds in. Very nice, very nice. Got the roof decal there too. Oh, let's check this out. Is that the engine? I'm not sure. Taillights. I guess it would have to be. I mean, the engine can't go up here. in the cabin, that's where they're all sitting. It's just completely flat. Very interesting model. Awesome. I think my favorite is going to go to the Camaro just because it's a little bit more of a complete package. This one feels a little cheap. It's very light. It does feel a little on the light side, but still a beautiful casting. The paint doesn't pop as much as some of these others. That might be because you look at the roof and it's covered in a decal and then the back is just black, right? Whereas here you look at the roof and that's where you can get a lot of the glistening beauty of this paint. Paint probably looks the best, I'd say, on the Procar here, the custom Otto, just because there's no decals to really impede rather. The Honda Civic's nice, but it's got all those windows on the top. I mean, they're all great in their own right. Guys, let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite. Let's do a quick ranking here, actually. Why don't we? Quick little ranking. I'll go number 1 for the Camaro. Oh, man, this is tough. I feel like the Volkswagen has slipped down a little bit for me. Let's go number 1 on the Camaro. Number 2 for the Porsche here. I really am impressed with the metal base, metal body. Number 3 is going to be the Procar, just because, again, lots of die-cast metal. Beautiful paint. Then we'll go 4 on the Honda Civic. Then we'll go the Volkswagen. Then we'll go custom Otto. What was this guy? The Toyota. And then the Fiat here. I keep thinking this guy's a Datsun. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. What the hell else? I don't have anything else to say. Appreciate you for tuning into a Hot Wheels video. Maybe I'll do more of these in the future if the audience is there. Or maybe I'll just do them for the fun of it, because I enjoy this, and yeah, I'll be able to put these on display. I already know where they're going, so I will see you guys soon for another video. Bye now.
It's telling me you'll catch my fall. So how do I feel the ground? I wear my heart, you wear a crown. Wish I